So can we start the show?
Yeah, we can. I mean, we are. Yeah. Welcome everybody. Let me bring in the stations real quick here. 105.7 of Phase.
Not saying you're lying.
Paisley Radio, Patriot Radio, Earth Radio, FCM Live, The Hit Network, WSN, Epic Strategy Network, FTM Radio, Gay Parker Radio, 90.1 The Beat, The Real Wise Radio, MBR, Military Broadcast Radio, and the UG Media in the UK with Martin and the gang. So right now we're broadcasting those ones, but we're not broadcasting on Spreaker for some reason. And I don't know why. But I turned Spreaker. He said, I hear you now. I turned Spreaker off. I don't know why I put Spreaker. But I see Jester now. See Jester on your little thing there? A whole new nice format. Nice. You should be able to chat room in the video now. On your side, you see where you can click. You should be able to see the chat room there. There's a private chat and then there's a regular one. Politically's trying to get in here. Let's stay here. What does this say? This needs to click before.
Well, it's going to be a little bit rough in the first few days.
Yeah, this one.
This BS.
I don't know what happened to fucking Spreaker. That's pissing me off.
What? Fix this shit.
Let's see, politically. He's trying to. You can get in here.
Well, Jester, you can hear me. I guess our bet is even because we just freaking won the house.
Yeah, we did win the house. I just saw that pop up on my screen there. Let me see if I can get Jester in here. Jester, if you're there, for some reason I'm not. It says device not connected. So
what?
You don't have it. He doesn't have any video connected or something.
You don't have no video.
No.
Well,
I see live chat on YouTube. Yeah. We're on YouTube and all those places. I don't know why we can't.
Yeah, Jester just wrote a comment.
Hang on, I'm going to send Jester a link here. The same link that I sent you. That way he can come video if he wants. He doesn't have to do video. He can do.
Man, Earth is all over the place.
I know, Earth's everywhere. He's texting me from all different places here. I saw everybody there earlier. I saw Big Papa was in the room. I saw Patriot One was there. All these people were there, but I don't know.
Well, we need to start the show, man, because it's a lot of information we have. Let me get my little friend here. This you guys don't know. This is my little friend. And when he goes down like that, that means he's in a good move.
Okay. So, all right. Well, we're live, everybody. Welcome. We're trying to work out the kinks in the new platform Spreaker, but it doesn't seem to be fucking working. So we're only broadcasting on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter at the moment. All right, Goose, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing freaking better. At least we took the freaking house.
Yeah.
It took a freaking month to decide who freaking won. Well, it's not a month, but it feels like a freaking month, yeah?
I know, yeah. It did take a long time to figure it out.
I don't want to start talking about that they cheated, but they did cheat it, just to let you know.
Yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say that they did.
I just don't get it. I don't get our stupid freaking politician. Can I curse?
Yeah, why not? Show didn't change.
Because I don't understand that fuck Paul Ryan now trying to come on the news and talk shit. Can you tell him to shut the fuck up, stay away from politics? He's the one who fucked up Trump the first 2 years, number one. They all ganging against Trump. which you know how we feel about it. I think Trump should the fuck up right now. Should just stay quiet. But you know, we gotta do like the freaking Democrats do. We gotta stay together. We
Yeah,
gotta
but
stick together.
you said Trump should stay quiet, but he's doing the opposite.
No, I know, but you know what? Instead of hitting each other right now, do like what the Democrats do. They stay together, even though they all freaking get it up. You know. But we're gonna start fighting against each other. We're never gonna beat the Democrats because number one, they do have a good system on cheating. You know, I just don't understand why we don't count those freaking mail-in ballots first. We always gotta count them last. That way, if you send me a message, man, say, hey, Goose, I need freaking 30,000. Then I'll be fabricating, making up 30,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if we don't fix this freaking issue, we got few choices. Number one, fix the issue or start cheating like they do.
Oh, that was fucking echo again. All right,
You know, that's what we need to do.
I had to turn it off. All right. Yeah, fucking Spreaker was causing that fucking echo. I don't know why. So I had to cut it. Well, that's the way it's going to be. We're going to have to find another fucking platform because I ain't dealing with that shit. Fucking crap. Jester's still trying to get in. Jester, you got to use that link I sent you.
Hey, tell Jester to come live. You don't have to show his freaking homeless face. At least it could be live because I want to hear Jester. He got some good points that he can freaking bring into the show. Honestly, our freaking country in chaos right now. I just can't believe that our country voted against the Republican because abortion. If you are voting against Republicans because abortion, you are going to hell. You are. Because if you are Christian, you believe in God, and you don't protect the sanctity of life, something freaking wrong with your freaking brain, okay?
Yeah.
Nobody should be killing freaking anybody, you know, and we should protect the unborn. They don't want to protect them because they don't have no freaking voice, but we are their voices, and we're going to do the best to make sure we don't keep killing.
Ert said he can't see you, Goose.
Well, Ert, why you want to see me?
That's the whole point of video, dude.
What's going on? What's going on?
That's the whole point of having a video, bro.
Well, I don't want to have a video, you know, but I got my little friend here, and that's what we should do. We should protect the sanctity of our life.
Where'd you get those glasses from, Elvis?
Yeah, bro, that's my new glasses. I got them in. Jester sent it to me from the homeless camp. I paid $3. They used to be $200.
Ert said you're shy. You don't want to show your face.
I'm here.
Ert misses you, Goose. You know, what can you say?
I know. Ert, come on, man. I know you are in the freaking cornfield every day in the back porch with your freaking 12 gauge in your hand, waiting for somebody to go by there. Not even Freddy Krueger go visit you.
He's only got the Children of the Corn.
Tears of the Corn. So, Maverick, I just want to know, man, how you really, the day of the freaking elections, how were you, I mean, what kind of reaction were you having when all this shit was taking place?
Honestly, it didn't surprise me a bit. I hate to say that, but it didn't surprise me, the things that happened and the way it took place. I mean, it just, I mean, we knew. I mean, we knew what was going to happen. I don't know why everybody else didn't fucking know.
So, do you think they really cheated?
Well, yeah. I mean, come on. Really? I mean, now what was that one? Where was it? Arizona, where they didn't vote Republican for the governor, but they voted Republican for everything else. I mean,
It don't make sense. The same thing with freaking Georgia
well,
can
Georgia,
be.
we don't know what's going to happen there. I have a feeling Walker's going to
What?
lose.
No,
That's
I think I think we
my
can go ahead and make a
prediction.
bet. I think Walker's gonna win.
My prediction is going to lose.
Well, you got the
Bro,
wife.
he couldn't take it the first time. What makes you think he's going to do it again?
Well, I think we're gonna gather around Walker and bring him to the finish
Well,
line.
I hate to say it. I think Trump should have waited for his announcement until after December 6th. So the focus would have been on Georgia. Now the focus isn't on Georgia anymore. The focus is on Trump now. And I just think he should have waited, and to take not to take the focus off of what we needed to see.
Well, if the Georgians are listening to our podcast, I'm
They
gonna
are.
give you this advice. Okay, you need to vote. You need to vote for Walker. Get that other wannabe senator for 6 years. You need to get him out. Georgia, you need to get with the program just like freaking Florida. We knew the freaking results of the election by 9 o'clock. Okay? We won by 20%. And Mr. Ken, whatever name you are, you won by 8%. I just don't get it. Most Republicans, they do vote down the line. Now, you're going to talk about all the scandal, but both of them got a lot of scandal. This guy, Warnock, why was hitting him today about paying child support, he's mistreating the kid, to all kind of BS, a womanizer, and I thought he was a freaking pastor.
Who said that? The wife?
Yeah, the wife.
Yeah, I don't fucking know, bro.
So what are you gonna be voting for that dumbass that is supporting the empty suit that we got in the White House? So you want freaking Joe Biden? Let's go, Brandon, to continue doing all the atrocities that he's making. Freaking, let's talk about inflation. What is the inflation right now? Above 20%. Yeah, they're telling you it's around 9%, but it's like 20%. Freaking gas going up again. Elections are over. Wake up. Gas is going up again. It's almost $4 here in freaking Florida, $3.93. Okay, and in Georgia the same freaking way. Okay.
Well, that's because they stopped putting all that fucking million barrels a day into the fucking system. Now that it elects, like you said, the election's over. I mean, he was doing that to boost the Democrats, and unfortunately, it probably worked a little bit.
Hey, where is the school loan payment?
That too. Yeah.
Did you get you $10,000? No. Now they're blaming the court. Hell no. They were never gonna pay you that freaking money. You idiot. You voted for him, and this being turned. But you know what? Like always, Democrats always lie to you. How can you pay back? Make sure Walker get it now, okay? You're not gonna get your student loan payment. You're gonna keep getting your freaking tank for like triple the price that you're supposed to pay. Everything's up. Freaking interest rates are going up in the housing market too. I mean, anybody in the freaking chat room tell me something good that these freaking idiots are doing. I mean, Maverick, help them out. Give me something good that this guy's doing.
Not a damn thing. I don't think we can't. Democrats took Minnesota. The first thing they said was they planned Parenthood and legalized pot. Yeah. Wait, what did they say? He said Democrats took Minnesota. The first thing they said was yay for Planned Parenthood and legalized pot, or it said. That's interesting. Are you eating there, Goose?
No, man, I'm moving this stuff, doing this letter that I gotta make for my friend.
I hear you eating. Oh shit.
No, I'm here, man. Check, bro. Let me show you. Where's my camera?
You turned it off?
Where? Dude, I'm in the chat now. Let me see here.
But you can have the camera on and be in the chat at the same time.
Well, let me see where I am. Oh, right here. No, that's my cigarette thing.
You don't even smoke cigarettes.
Bro, I smoke like freaking like no cigars.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you should. We got a shitload of them. You should be smoking.
Hey, the little Cubanitos right here. They smell good. You're not should light one up now. But they are. The thing is, Mary, Fox News out of control too. They were trying to blame that most of the people that they spoke to, they didn't like the ban on abortion. And I think that's cracking bullshit. Okay. They just didn't. How these people are coming with so many freaking votes last freaking minute? Why can't we do like we do in Florida, that you come and vote an absentee ballot? You're supposed to send verification, license, all kind of BS, and you have to request them in advance.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, my question is, if they just found 60,000 freaking mail-in ballots, do you really think they do freaking signature verification? Hell no. Hell no. Okay? So, and like you just mentioned, how all the senators and everybody in Arizona, a lot of them winning red, but the governor's not. It don't make sense. So a lot of stuff, it don't freaking make sense. I think American people.
Hang on. I got a couple more people coming in here.
Who?
We got Bravo, and we got Politically Incorrect on the line.
Hey.
Oh, bro!
Yeah, we're having issue with Spreaker already. So we're live everywhere else, but for some reason on Spreaker we're.
Hey,
can I be heard?
Political incorrect. Political incorrect. Tell me why you think it took place last freaking week, please. The floor is yours.
A lot took place. Obviously, rampant fraud throughout the country in almost every swing state race there is. That's undeniable in my opinion. The blue bump, that's what happened.
So
we got to get used to that now. The 2020 blue bump is going to be in every single election that's close.
Well, they've been doing this since the freaking 90s. California, Nevada, Arizona, all those places used to be freaking red as hell. When they implemented the freaking mail-in ballots.
Ballot harvesting, yeah. So there is a county, I think there is a precinct, or I think there's a race in California that could go red because they tried to do exactly the same thing, which was ballot harvesting. They started to try to pull the same tricks that the Democrats did, and they might actually win that race now.
Hey, I will volunteer to do that. I don't mind. You got to pay them with the same freaking coin. They're cheating. Why they can't count the ballots first? That's my question.
Yeah, obviously they're doing that so that they know how much they need to cheat by because they want it to look close. But I think that's one of our big disadvantages is all the leftists don't really work. So they have a lot of time to go out and do that grassroots, boots on the ground kind of ballot harvesting, door-to-door crap, while most of us are all kind of busy with our jobs trying to feed our families, So it's hard for us to commit that level of intensity or passion to ballot harvesting or getting out the vote, drives.
And I agree with you. So what you're telling me, we might want to use the same tactics. Maybe we need to call some of the crypto richest people and start asking for some freaking money, like this idiot, the FTS, whatever name the crypto is, give $138 million to the Democrats.
Yeah.
The guy stole like another $1 billion from Americans. And I guess that was you that sent me the news that the big guy got 10% of that.
Yeah, I think that's the 100 million is the 10%. That's
isn't that freaking weird that all this shit You know, if that
Yeah.
wouldn't be Elon Musk that make a mistake like that, he would be in jail. But you have this idiot took $2 billion from many Americans people, and they haven't done shit to him.
Hey, Goose,
Well,
we
yeah.
haven't heard. We haven't heard. We haven't talked to Bravo since all this shit went down.
But where's Bravo?
He's
He's
here.
in it.
I'm right
Hey,
here.
Bravo,
I'm
my
just listening
brother.
to you guys. Hey,
I-
he not only did he give, he
Looks like he's trying to
FTX
talk.
was created. It was created to support the
Bravo, we
Democrats.
can't hear you, buddy.
I can hear him. You can't hear him?
Oh, I can't hear him at all. No.
I heard him.
Can you hear me,
Well,
Goose?
what did he say?
Goose, you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
You can hear him. How come you can't hear him?
That's weird. I don't know.
Huh.
I don't think I
Political,
have
I already told you, you need to stop freaking buying those freaking stolen items.
everything up here is stolen. I mean, Jesus, the elections, cameras. It's a way of life in the Northeast.
Bravo, can you hear politically?
Yeah, I can hear him. Quite loud.
Oh, there he is. Now I can hear him.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Bravo. Go ahead.
All right. FTX was created to support the Democrats. It's the fifth largest donor under George Soros. George Soros being number one, and there's three others, and then him.
I saw a report where he was second. I don't know.
That's what the report said, but they actually showed the list of all the donors and where he fell on that list, and he was number 5.
Oh, okay.
Which still, I mean, he was the other
That's
guys
pretty
were
high.
George Soros and a couple other huge corporations. So, you know, this whole thing was fixed. They were giving military aid to the Ukraine, and the Ukraine was taking that military aid and investing in crypto in that exchange, that FTX exchange.
Yeah.
That kid's given testimony about the Green New Deal, about global warming. Every leftist wacko cause he's been involved in. He's a puppet. He was put there.
I don't know, Bravo. I'm sorry. Why we believe this bullshit about climate change, all that bullshit? The only one who can fix this shit is God. I'm freaking tired of this freaking bunch of idiots saying they're gonna fix this, fix that, give me $300. They're stealing our freaking money. Wake up, people. Freaking wake up and listen to our people. Bravo, go ahead, man.
Well, you know how I feel about that. That we know it's not man-made. All you got to do is go to a YouTube website that a lady's really good at taking all the FAA webcams around the country and around the world, and she analyzes them. And wait till you see all the shit that's up there floating around. No wonder our climate's changing, and we're having earthquakes and volcanoes erupting, magma's moving all over the place. I mean, there's all kinds of shit floating around up there.
Bravo,
So,
do you know why that's happening?
we're actually, people think we sit in the same spot in the solar system all the time.
What
We don't.
happened? Why Sodom and Gomorrah got destroyed? Before that, they got many earthquakes. They got the flood. They got everything because we don't listen to God. We don't do. Our moral values are all the way down to the freaking ground. I can't freaking believe that they were interviewing people and blaming abortion. I said, come on, give me a freaking break.
My favorite argument for whenever someone brings up climate change is this is the question I always ask, and I never get an answer. I say, well, what's it changing from? What's the climate supposed to be? And they never have an answer because climate consistently changes. It's always changed. It fluctuates. It depends on a lot of different things. Is man making a difference in that? I don't know. I doubt it. I doubt we do enough.
I mean, they say one volcano eruption puts more carbon into the air than
we ever had.
Industrial revolution combined.
Exactly. Yeah.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
In other
Exactly.
words,
So when you say
the real deal is they want to get rid of carbon, right? What do we breathe out? That's why they're trying to depopulate us, and they say we can't have cows because cows create they create methane and carbon.
Bravo, they're a bunch of dumbasses. You know that.
Mean, it's all part of the depopulation scheme. You know what I mean? It all runs in that.
Now I'm gonna go to a hot topics, and I want to hear Mary. Maybe we want to hear political incorrect. What you think? I'm gonna get into this one because I want to see
Oh boy.
Bravo or political. Who you think should be our next nominee to run 2024?
Fuck DeSantis. No, I'm kidding. I love DeSantis. I want to clear something up. First of all, Maverick called me a liberal and shit. Nobody saw these attacks, these unwarranted attacks on me because they were in private chats later with me, Goose, and Maverick. But I don't hate DeSantis. I just think,
bro, you were hating him that day. I don't know what happened.
No, I don't hate him. I'm annoyed by the dump Trump people, the people that want to move on, and I understand the sentiment and the reason why. It's very fighting a very stubborn opponent like Democrats, liberals who never give up. It's very frustrating. It's very tiring. It's exhausting, and it's very tempting to just want to move on. What they say, let's move on. It's time to move on. Let's move past 2020. But my whole argument is not that DeSantis is a bad person or a bad candidate necessarily. I think he's a great governor, and I think he would be a great president probably as well. I just think the mistake that we're making when we say move on is it gives validity to the argument that the left makes that somehow 2020 was because Trump was a bad president. And the only argument I'm trying to make about that is he gained a record-breaking 10 million votes of any sitting president during re-election. That's never happened before. He's the only president to be a sitting president to gain votes and lose since Calvin Coolidge in 1888. And Calvin Coolidge was the last time that happened. And 4 years later, guess what happened? He ran again and won because he was a popular president. And I think when we say let's just move on to DeSantis, I think we're making the mistake of validating their attacks on Trump, that somehow Trump losing in 2020 was because he was a bad candidate when he was not. He's actually more popular, and not the fraud that they committed. You know what I mean? I think that's what they want. They want to sow the sentiment that Trump was a bad president, and that's why he lost in 2020, so we won't focus on the fraud. When that's really, if we don't hammer that point home, if we make the mistake of moving past it and letting it go, we're accepting fraudulent elections now. And if we do that, it doesn't matter how great of a candidate Ron DeSantis is. They'll just cheat again. They'll do exactly the same thing. So there has to be another strategy. I think when we move on to DeSantis, we're putting our heads in the sand. Doesn't mean I don't love DeSantis, because I do, obviously. I said a lot of things because I was frustrated.
I know.
With I felt as a Trump supporter. Yeah, I felt as a Trump supporter that a lot of people were kind of scapegoating him and blaming him for things that weren't necessarily his fault. Because I think all the rampant cheating is what beat all those candidates. I don't think it's because Trump, I honestly think Trump makes people want to vote for, the candidates that he supports. I don't think it's the opposite.
Well, the very high percentage of Trump's people won in the low chambers of Congress, not Congress, local government.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
And what, cheating. We got an issue in our country. Main issue, we don't have no law and order in our country. Yeah. So we need somebody strong that can go against them. Now, yes, kind of got pissed off with Trump. I did. I think he should pay more respect to DeSantis. But I guess that's the meat and potato of when you're gonna go wrong against the primary with somebody. And
that always happens.
I just give it. I was talking to Mary and I said, well, I just let a guy take care of this. But one thing that I would like to say is this. I hate the freaking Democrats because they're a bunch of freaking evil people. But one thing that I love about them is that they stay together. It don't freaking matter how bad they are. I mean, they had that Congress guy Swallen,
They
whatever
have
name
to,
he,
Goose, or they'll all
that
be
was
dead.
sleeping with a freaking Chinese agent. They didn't do shit to him. They freaking protected him. But
Well,
we
like
don't
Bravo,
do that. We don't
like
do that.
Bravo was saying, they have to because they all have dirt on each other. So
If one
That's true.
strays outside of the camp, he's whacked. Or
That's
yeah,
why
he's destroyed.
Maverick don't
what
mess
did
with
Hillary
me.
say? Hillary said, "I'll take everybody down with me,"
That's
right?
right.
And they didn't let her go because they knew she had all the goods on everybody.
Right. I mean,
I mean, if you look,
anyone that's in 5th grade could see that for the first time in 2020, we had 5 states, right? Was it 5 or 7 that shut down in the middle of an election? Never happened before in the history of the United States. And
Yeah.
the exact same 5 states did it this time. And they're still counting some of them.
And
You know what I
then
mean?
you want to go
bullshit.
to Iraq and Afghanistan and teach them how to freaking vote.
Right.
No, you're
Look at
teaching
Florida.
them how to
Florida had it all
freaking
done.
cheat.
Yeah, Florida got it all done in one night. North Carolina got it all done in one night. They got 20 million and 15 million and 20 million people. How come a state with, what is it, 6 million or something, 7 million people has to count for 2 weeks? It's bullshit. And they got a canvas. They got to go to the post office and check all the bins to make sure there's no leftover postmarked. I mean, it's such bullshit. It's such theater.
Hey,
It's
Bravo.
such bullshit.
Do you really think they freaking verified this ballot? Hell no.
Yeah. And
They
I
got-
guarantee you, somebody in the post office with the stamp, with the stamp that said the day before, whenever they had to have them in by, was stamping new ones when they found out how many they needed.
I heard that Frankenstein from Pennsylvania got ballots mailing from Canada.
And then people, yeah, and I wouldn't doubt it. But you know what people say? Oh, you're saying stuff about the post office. They would never do that. That's a federal agency. You people that weren't around in the 80s, the post office it was called the post office scandal in the 80s, where they were taking U.S. postal stamps and they were using it as money, and they would get stamps given to them, thousands of dollars worth, and then they would cash them back into the post office for cash. The Democrats are the biggest bunch of thieves that have ever existed. I'm telling you, it's always the Democrats too.
What about the big guy?
And that was during Reagan, and not one Republican got busted for that. It was all Democrats, and that's what caused them to lose that time too.
Mary, what do you think? What's your opinion? How we should unify the party? Because right now we are not, and we have Paul fuck Ryan trying to come into the picture and trying to start picking. Oh, this is the guy who's going to be a president. You know, Paul Ryan, shut the hell up. We don't need you here. Go back to that freaking ugly office. Mary, what do you think we should do?
Sorry, man. I'm talking to people they're talking to people in the chat room there, Goose. Shannon's in there and stuff like that. Some other people.
I don't see the
Hey,
chat room. I don't even,
I
where
can't
is
Tell
it?
anybody.
China to tell that lady to clean the pipe.
I see nobody in the chat room.
I just
Oh, go to comments. Why are we getting?
no,
it,
Go to comments. Not
Okay,
chat.
I got
Go to
comments.
comments.
it doesn't even
and
show.
then-
I don't even know how you're typing in the comments. It doesn't give me the option to type in there.
Oh, then
Yeah,
I can't
because-
see you. If I go there, I can't see you.
Oh yeah, you can just play with it, Jester. You'll be able to do it. I'm here
Just
now.
play with it.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Now everybody's coming in on.
God, never say that to me again. Fuck.
Oh man, you got an evil mind, bro. Just acting like a Democrat.
Actually, you know what? What you were talking about earlier, Goose, when you were saying, what do we do about the cheating? I think the biggest issue we have is the fact that there's no recourse when there is suspicion of election fraud. It's just like
Thank you.
you get
Thank
elected president, and then we go, wait a minute, well, you think you cheated or there was cheating? And they're like, oopsie, we'll move on. Like, wait, well, I don't understand. Like, what do we do?
I
If
got
we-
to
If
I got to
half
go
the country,
back to my analogy of
Yeah.
back when Chicago was taken over, and then we at the federal level we sent in special agents. You know, they were called the Untouchables with Elliot Ness,
Right.
And what happens though when the administrative police state that was Elliot Ness and came from, when they're corrupt, who do you
That's what
go
I was
to?
just about to say.
There
What do
is
you do?
nobody left
Yeah,
except
there's
for the
Well,
military. The military is the only one left.
but they're
Bravo,
corrupted now too.
bravo,
Well, a certain part of them are corrupt. Yes, I agree with you.
bravo. I do love DeSantis. I think DeSantis will be one of the best president ever, and I think he's going to be a president. The thing is that I think we need somebody who can do the dirty job
Yeah, we need
to
Trump back
clean
in there,
to
definitely.
clean everything in 4 years, trying to do all kind of BS. Put those motherfuckers through the freaking funnel like they did to Trump,
Yeah, I
and
agree.
have freaking all kind of committed and let it go through all that shit. Destroy them all the way to the freaking
Well,
ground. Number
Yeah,
one,
Trump's alluded to that. He again for the second time. Someone asked him the question. He said, "The people will accept what we have to do when the time comes," or something like that.
that's
You know
the
what I mean?
thing.
So he's alluding that something big.
and parents, you need to get your freaking ass out of politics too and go back to that gay bar that you used to fucking work at.
That's one of the biggest things I think is a drawback from DeSantis. Is I don't think he's going to take things personally like Trump has or will, because he hasn't been attacked the way that Trump has been, and completely like destroyed the way that they tried to do what they tried to do with Trump. So Trump's going to go in with a vengeful spirit, and he's going to go in hard and probably clean house. I don't think DeSantis is going to do that if he gets elected. I think he's going to go in and try to work together. But that's not what we need.
Yeah,
you can't
I
work
agree.
with tyrants. You have to destroy them.
DeSantis staying quiet. We don't know what the communication behind the stage is between DeSantis and freaking
and
Trump.
I think they like each other, really. I think this is a lot of this is theatrics. But the thing that makes me mad about DeSantis, when I like him, I really do like him, and I think he's a great governor.
Bravo, be careful because DeSantis haven't made no freaking comments.
Exactly.
Well, no, why didn't he prosecute that lady that destroyed 50,000 ballots when he had the opportunity to? He let her go. Then he brought her back so she could retire and get her $132,000 a year pension.
Because maybe DeSantis, out of 4 cases that took him to court, he won every case. Maybe his advisors say, "There's no way you're going to win this freaking case. You need to let it go." And maybe that's why he didn't do it. But the other cases with the police officer from the high school and these other people, it's 4 cases. He won all 4 that he took on it. When he take a case, he take it when he knows he's going to win.
Yeah, and maybe he didn't want to go there because there's too high of powers right now that he doesn't feel that he could take them on. I don't know, but he had the opportunity to show voting fraud because she violated federal and state laws.
And that was under, and I think that was under Reese Scott. Reese Scott caught a lot of those people cheating, and he trying to reform a lot of things, especially in Dade County and Broward County. Remember, Mary, when they used to be 3-4 o'clock UPS freaking driver delivering ballots and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And that shit didn't happen no more since he reformed a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, evidently they must have reformed it because he won those counties. He won.
Yeah, I think he didn't win. What county he didn't win, Mary? Broward or
Broward? He did, right?
I think it was Broward. I think, if I'm not mistaken,
Broward, it was Broward or Dade, one of those two.
Yeah, because he was cheering Broward County when he was giving the speech.
No, he definitely won Dade, I thought, didn't he?
Let me see if
it was one county. I think it was Dade County. That
I think he won Dade. He that was one of the first times that Republicans won Dade County, and
yeah, it's one of those two counties, Broward or Dade. The thing is that I don't get, and I mentioned this earlier today, that how immoral we have become as a country. Are we really, really heading the wrong direction big time? How are we going to save our country to try and pull back our people, because we have some good freaking Americans in our country that they do love our country. It can't be everybody. I mean, we're going to have to do something to clean our country, to heal together. I mean, we got to find a way. We can't continue like this, because then we're going to end up like a third world country.
Well, I mean, that's what we got. We got to hope that, Trump will do that.
Well, the problem with that, Goose, is everything, and this is what I tried to say in our chat. Everything about our country is founded on the idea that free and open debate will lead to an open competition that's fair, that has a fair set of rules and guidelines that are agreed upon by both sides, right?
Yeah.
One side does not upholding that bargain or that agreement. They're actively cheating. So everything else, all other matters in our country don't matter anymore, because now we don't even have the fundamental principles of fairness in our elections. So nothing can be trusted. You cannot work with these people. They're not interested in being fair, kind, generous, any of that stuff. The only thing that they're interested in is power, winning, and destroying opposition. That's what communists do. They don't listen to dissent. They don't They don't care about your opinions at all. It's squelch you, shut you up, destroy you.
And they are always in the minority, trying to portray themselves as that they're the majority when they're not. They're not even close.
And the only way you can do that,
because they hold the bully pulpit with the media and academia and all these other organizations that they've taken over since 1919. They've had a long time to do this.
Yeah.
They think that they can control it. That's how they've done it so many other times. They're following the same playbook they did with every other nation.
And I was about to say, the only way that a minority can maintain control over a majority is by silencing a majority or tricking them into thinking that the minority is the majority.
Yeah. And it starts out small. It starts out, when you're at work in your cubicle and they say, well, you can't have a Christmas tree in your cubicle anymore, or a cross. It doesn't start out big. It starts out small, and they slowly just start chipping away till now when you're at the cubicle, you're looking behind your back to see who's there, because if you say the wrong thing, they're going to take you to HR and fire your ass. You know what I mean? That's the way it was. It was not. I've been working since the 80s, and I see the difference. It's totally night and day.
This is something I said through a tweet, was either there was rampant fraud in this midterm elections, or an awful lot more Americans are okay with their 8-year-old sons cutting their penises off than I thought there were.
Are they, Jester? That's a good freaking point. You're right.
Yeah.
Think about that. You know what I mean?
Or bouncing their children on the tranny boners at the public library.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So either there was fraud, or America's in a lot worse fucking shape than we thought. I think the Republicans won the popular vote by like 5 million votes this time.
And don't get me wrong. I mean, Mitch McConnell's a snake, and so is Lindsey Graham and all these. They're out for themselves.
China Mitch.
Rhino, Republican in name only. These people are not real conservatives. We got to take control of this. We're stuck with a two-party system right now, and for us to start a separate party, it never works. They've tried it a bunch of times.
Well,
you can never get enough traction. We got to take back over the Republican Party again,
we're
because
stuck
it was
with
the good party. It was the party of Lincoln and Martin Luther King and all the other,
You're mistaken, Bravo. We're stuck with a one-party system now.
Yeah.
It's not a two-party system anymore, buddy.
No, I know. No,
it's a two-party system in 2016. Yeah, now it's a one-party system all the way. Old Zhang Mitch McConnell, he didn't really help us out that much. That guy's the biggest failure. Everybody's blaming Trump for us not winning the Senate. That guy controls the purse strings. He cut funding from all these candidates. He did not give them any funding because they were Trump people. That's not really a Trump's fault. That's Mitch McConnell's fault. Yeah, I don't think McConnell wanted to win the Senate.
Why is it that all these guys are married to Chinese ladies that have more money than them?
Hey, hey, Bravo! You never
You ever
got a
notice that?
lap dance from a Chinese girl?
Oh, there's nothing against the Chinese girls. I mean, I think they're nice, but but hey, something's not right. Like Zuckerberg, she's got more money than he does.
Yeah.
All this stuff's prearranged. Nothing's by coincidence. Nothing's by accident.
I'll give you that. That was good. I'll give you that.
I'm telling you, man. He's
Eric Swalwell. He was like, wasn't he banging that Chinese spy?
exactly. And
Ling
he got
Ling or whatever. What was her
scot-free
name?
too.
Oh yeah.
What was her name? Ling Ling or Sing Sing or something?
Yeah. He didn't freaking pay cash. He paid with freaking secrets. Hey, I might do that. I might do the same thing. Okay, go get all the secrets. I give you the recipe for freaking how to make cookies.
Yeah, just get a Betty Crocker book and change the cover. You know what I mean?
Oh man. Yeah, I think I don't know what we do at this point as far as if anything, the midterms prove that there's no hope in the election process.
I mean, they're so bold now. I mean, that they flat just did it when everyone was talking about it and knew they were going to do it. They still did it. And
Well,
what they had advertisements all over YouTube saying this is absolutely normal. There's nothing wrong with this. We do this all the time. We've been doing it this way for 10 years. They're flat out fucking lying, for God's sake.
Yeah, I mean that's
people will start believing. They'll say, "Well, they've been doing it for 10 years. They said so."
And that's what I was trying to get. That was my point earlier when I said the move on people when they want to move on. When you move on, you blame Trump basically by saying Trump was a bad candidate when he really was not at all. And then you give validity to the idea that there was no fraud, and now you've just accepted that blue bump that we're going to see in every election now that never existed before, where at 3 a.m. when all the cameras are off, all of a sudden somebody gets 300,000 votes in Pennsylvania, in Philadelphia or something like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
If we move on, that now becomes standard procedure for elections. So now they're going to have previous elections to go on so they can cheat forever now, and they can do that every single time now, and they go well and the people will just remember, oh yeah, well that's always happened. That's a common thing in elections, that they're just the Republicans winning and then the Democrats just jumps up by 300,000 votes. That's
how
normal.
Many times have you heard, oh, they all do that, they all do that?
And that's coming. The more we accept 2020, the more, and the further out we get from 2020 and just move on from it instead of raising hell and never letting it go, the more commonplace the cheating is going to become, and more bold, like you said.
But you know what, Jester?
They don't even care anymore. They know. The funniest thing is they know, we know, and we know they know, we know.
And,
but yet nobody does anything about it.
They're like, does anything about it. Exactly. That's the biggest frustration about it, is that we know, they know we know, and they continue to do it.
At the same time. Yeah, at the same time, they're telling the sheeple, everything's good, everything's fine, everything's normal. There's nothing to see here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're laughing at us. Hey, we know, and we're frustrated.
Well, these people are compulsive liars.
Hey, bro.
And it used to be you'd have an argument with a liar, and they'd lie to your face, and eventually you would just go, all right, I know you're lying, and you know you're lying, and then you'd punch them in the mouth or something like that, and you'd move on, and you'd figure out, like, okay, they're not to be listened to, they're not to be debated with, they're not to be argued with anymore, because they don't argue in good conscience. They don't debate in good conscience. They don't agree what reality is anymore. To them, anything goes. They can lie about anything. That's the goal.
When you have facts and you can prove that they've done something wrong, they say you're a homophobe.
Yeah. Or they just say, "Nuh-uh."
Jester, you are
like,
cheating.
This happened. There's the 300,000 votes magically appeared in Pennsylvania and Philadelphia at 3 a.m. Like, so that's normal. Like, no, it's not. Yeah.
Bravo.
Like, what do you do to that?
Jester, I got a question.
The only recourse is just like either ignore them and do what you think is right, or beat the shit out of that person. You know,
Jester, I got a question for you.
you can't debate with compulsive liars. You know,
Bravo.
they don't argue
If
in
I
good spirit.
catch
They don't
you-
argue in
If your
in
wife
the fundamentals
catch
of
you-
reality or the truth at all.
If your wife catch you cheating, bravo.
The
Would
truth
you
is whatever they
accept
say
it
it is.
that
I
she
think
catch
that's
you?
what a lot of this transgenderism really stems from, is their desire to make the truth whatever they say at the moment. You know what I mean? So they can say, so any reality can be whatever they say it is at the moment, whatever fits their agenda at the moment, whatever's convenient for their argument at the moment. You know what I mean? It's the
Jester.
same reason they can say men can have babies, and then 2 seconds later turn around and say men can't have an opinion on abortion because they can't have babies. Both of those are contradictory terms, but to them, depending on what they're arguing about or what their point is, both can be true. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Yeah,
Jester.
they're both lies, and communists will. It's part of their doctrine. They
Bravo.
lie about everything. They don't have to tell you the truth at all about nothing.
Yeah.
Bravo. Can
What is that?
Jester
They used
hear
to
me?
torture people until they would show you a red light until you said, and then torture you until you said it was blue, right?
Hey, Mari,
That's what they said. They used to
can
put you in a
Jester
room
hear
and
me?
torture you and just be like, hey, what color is this light? Red.
Ask
And then
Jester.
torture you. Yeah, okay, it's
Jester.
blue. Fuck.
Hey, Jester.
Yep.
Can you hear Goose?
I cannot.
What the hell? You blocked me?
You can't hear him now?
I can hear
No.
Bravo and you.
I can hear Goose.
I can see
hear
Goose.
too.
I hear Bravo, and Bravo can hear Goose. How come we can't hear you? Can't.
That is
Yeah.
weird. Was he
Yeah.
saying something to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I was gonna ask
Sorry,
you
I
this
missed
question.
it, Goose. I'm sure it was
What about if his wife
groundbreaking and riveting.
caught him cheating with a girl?
Goose, just play with it.
Everybody can hear him but you.
Yeah. Did I
I was
mute
playing.
something?
I was playing with it and it knocked me out of here. I had
That's-
to come back in again.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
back.
if I touch the screen, it knocks me out of the chat room. I don't know why.
Now, Mari, do you ask Jester the
that
question?
room can hear Goose.
Huh?
Oh, there he is.
Hears you. There you are.
Hey,
right.
Jester, can you hear me?
Yeah, I touched your picture and then suddenly it started
Okay,
working.
let me ask you a question. If your wife catch you cheating right there in the room, would you say it was you doing it? You will accept it that you were cheating?
I would do the shaggy. It wasn't me.
So now you understand the freaking Deborah.
She caught me on the counter. It wasn't me.
Hey, that's what the Deborahs are doing. It wasn't me.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Always.
Now they're all trying to blame Trump, and that's why, you know, it was like a 3 or 4 day span. Me and Mary start arguing big time. We call how we were gonna die. I'm gonna go there, kick your ass and everything. Then it was Jester.
Yeah.
Then-
You transferred the beef to me.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened?
Then it was
Me and
Mary
Maverick get along
Jester
all the time, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
you got me and Maverick arguing.
saying,
bullshit.
Then I had to send a
That
message
shit on
to this hater, and I say, "You need Jesus, so stay out of it."
But,
Goose
but
knows.
if you did it, if you've done a heinous crime and you know you're going to hang for it, do you think you're just going to like give up, or are you going to keep on
No,
going and
no.
keep going until they finally get you? You're just going to push
Yeah.
forward.
Hey,
Exactly.
unless you get a
that's
freaking
what they're
hammer.
doing. They know.
They have no choice.
How many times
Hey.
did Hillary say? Remember Hillary and also Speaker of the House, Crazy Nancy said it, that if they ever get back in, we'll all hang.
Nasty
You know?
Nancy, nasty.
I mean, yeah, they know. They know they've
Hey.
done wrong.
If you get a hammer, they will freaking leave Congress. That's why Pelosi's gonna leave Congress, because she don't like hammers.
Yeah,
Uh,
those pink hammers.
Pink
vibrating
hammers.
You know what I saw? I saw somebody commented, have you ever heard of an 80-year-old man getting hit in the head with a hammer and getting out of the hospital like 2 days later? It's literally almost impossible.
Didn't you see on
And they said like
Telegram, the
it's
pink
almost like
hammer
it could have been
that's
something
going
softer, something a little softer that was big and heavy.
It's a
Oh,
pink hammer
maybe.
vibrating hammer, and
Hey,
they
Jester,
show him holding
maybe
it.
he got hammered. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, but think about it. The police knock on the door. Somebody opens the door, and they see those two with a hammer in the air, and each has a hand on it. Now tell me that shit's not staged. Come on. And who opened the freaking door?
Yeah,
No
that's
one
what they're
ever
saying.
asked that question.
There was a third party. Yeah, somebody was saying something about that. Like, who was the third person to answer the door? They still haven't answered that question.
No one's answered it. That's what I'm saying.
Mari,
It was Jussie Smollett.
Democrats can do this shit, man. I'm telling you.
Jussie Smollett opened the door.
We'll
there's
never
no
know
way
the
we're
answer
gonna beat
to
him
that.
like that. We
We're
gotta
never gonna
play.
know the answer who was in the car with him either.
No, it was the same guy probably.
You're probably right.
But
Why would
then remember that article where they said, yeah, Trump he did something and he grabbed the steering wheel when he was in the limo.
Yeah.
And then you see a picture of the limo and you're like
20 feet long arms.
He's a miracle worker if he can
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, he would have like
This is
Armstrong or something there to fucking
Yeah.
stretch his
And
arms
nobody
too far.
questions it. You know,
Well,
nobody
bravo.
questions it.
One of the report in the accident that they had a car accident. The passenger airbag deployed. So somebody said to me that if nobody's sitting there, it don't
It
supposed
won't.
to deploy.
Yeah, it will not.
But they can't
It
find the passenger.
There has to be a certain amount of pressure in the seat for it to deploy.
Yeah.
So maybe
You
the
have a
passenger,
little light. It actually will tell you.
maybe the passenger was the guy that was trying to hammer him.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And he went there to get paid. I said, no, I don't want to pay you. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna hammer you.
Somehow there's like a Pretty Woman movie that we could write about this, like a comedy skit
Yeah.
where it's Paul Pelosi and he's the Richard Gere character pulling up to in the Lotus or something like that, picking up a gay hooker and turning his life around.
Hang on, guys. Let me see.
I mean-
Shannon, are you here with us?
Can you hear me?
Very low,
All right,
Shannon.
Shannon, you need to get.
Oh, where's that crazy old bitch from last time?
Climb out of that hole. Everything's okay. We'll keep you safe.
Where's that fucking lady with the pipes or whatever?
Yeah, she had
You
concrete in
really
her pipe.
Karate Jane.
Yeah, I want that lady back on.
She's
Hey, why you like the lady with the concrete pipe?
I just like messing with it because it was funny.
Should
She
I-
kept thinking that I was on the show when I was just in the chat room, and she was blaming like
Like every time I say something,
Revolutionary Brother. Yeah, yeah. Revolutionary Brother too. Anytime anybody talked, she thought it was me. Like she was batshit crazy.
Yeah.
Shannon, we really can't hear you.
Hey, Shannon,
Shannon,
you
come
need
out
to
the
buy
foxhole.
you need
Come
to
out
buy
the
a freaking
foxhole.
hammer.
Yeah,
Oh, hold on.
Shannon, did you get hammered
Is that
before?
better?
a big pink microphone made out of rubber.
Is that better?
So,
No, not
hello.
It'll match the pink hammer that Pelosi's husband used.
Oh yeah, they got them in Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Free delivery.
Goose, how do you know that?
Well, Bravo just say that.
It's all over Telegram. They're making
Bravo, how do you
Is
know
that better?
It's all over Telegram.
Yeah, it's
somebody
Telegram.
actually
Oh, it's a
cut and
Telegram.
pasted.
Telegram.
Yeah, someone actually cut and pasted.
It's
It
still
looked like
bad,
it was from
huh?
Amazon or something.
Oh, I can hear
They
you
No,
cut
now,
now
and
you're
pasted
good.
the
Shannon.
page and put it in there.
Okay, good.
Hey, Mary, how
Kind
are
of.
chat? How are we? I
Thank
mean,
you,
I don't know how
Shannon,
to
for
chat here.
following us over. I guess none of the other. I'll be nice. None of the other people decided to come over except you and Ert.
Well, you
I'll
never
make
even gave me a link.
Well, it's Hanny
I had to call
J's
Goose.
birthday, so I think everybody's kind of
Did you post a link
but
anywhere?
I promise you next week
Who,
it will
me?
be different.
Matt.
I'll put a promo out for you.
A link to this
for my people.
streaming service?
Well, the problem was we went with Spreaker, and then we did it, and then there was the biggest fucking audio problem. I don't know what the fuck that was, so we just I turned them off. You know, I mean, we're broadcasting
It's okay. That's the first day.
those other ones.
But
and then
if
we're
you really
broadcasting-
want to follow,
shows are. But
What about
I
Spotify
didn't know
or
till
something?
like last moment. So, and if I would have known, I would have done hair and makeup.
Is Spotify an option?
Well, no, the recorded show goes there. But now I'm not. I don't even have a fucking recorded show for this week, so I don't know what the hell we're gonna do.
Oh, because okay, I got you.
Yeah, because this one
You can't do
StreamYard
live on there.
Actually, I could have recorded this one, but I didn't know it wasn't going to record on the other one, so screwed now. So this StreamYard lets you stream. You could fucking have a show for 5 hours. They don't care.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, this one you can just fucking talking.
Cool.
But yeah, I mean, now I got to work out the kinks with Spreaker for some reason. I thought I had it worked out on my test I did last week. It worked fine, but when, of course, Showtime, it didn't do shit.
Goose, you look like a mafia don. I'm looking up at you.
He's got his
You
Elvis
do.
glass there.
Yeah, he does.
But yeah, so I guess
you should say forget about it.
if worst come to worst, we just drop Spreaker and just broadcast the way we are, because people can go anywhere now to live. I mean, you saw us on the YouTube; you can chat there. That was the only reason I took Spreaker. I mean, the only reason we left Podbean was because Podbean was fucking with our numbers. I was only getting 30 downloads on Podbean, and then I would go to Spotify. The same episode would be like 2,000, and then I'd go somewhere else and would have the same amount, like 2,000 or more. And I'm thinking, how the fuck can I have 30 downloads on Podbean and 2,000 on Spotify? And I'm like, well, so, and I talked to Podbean. They're like, oh, well, we don't know. We can't do it. You know, it has nothing to do with us. I'm like, how the fuck doesn't have anything to do with you? They all use the same RSS feed. I mean, I said, all the places are getting the same feed from you. You're the main feed. So I don't know. They didn't want to fucking fix it. So I said, screw you. We're going somewhere else.
But you could have a hacker. I know that, you know.
Yeah.
Could be
I mean,
hacked.
because it was unbelievable. I mean, honestly, we were getting like no more than 30 downloads an episode. And I'm like, how the fuck can that be when everywhere else we're fine? You know, I mean, on the radio stations, we're getting 100,000s. We're getting, people are listening for everything.
Yeah.
So how the fuck do you get 30 downloads on podcast and everywhere else you get more? So it just doesn't make sense.
I know. And then somebody like Ziller was having like 500 a day. I don't know how that happened.
Huh?
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. I don't.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Oh, that's good. We'll send it to you.
But yeah, so you know, I'm gonna try to work out the kinks again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you?
There's something wrong with your mic, Shannon.
No, she was sounding fine to me.
Really? It sounded garbled and bizarre to me. Almost like she's underwater.
You there, Shannon? I don't have to her.
Yeah, she's gone. Yeah, she sounded weird to me.
No, she was sounding fine.
What do you mean weird?
It
Yeah, she
just sounded very staticky on my end, like, and then like she just disappeared.
So, Jester Bravo, you there?
I'm
He's
here.
got his mic muted.
Bravo.
I got my little pony.
Yeah, Bravo's there. But
Hello.
So I just want to ask you, guys, what do you think should
Hey,
be?
32.
Huh?
Our Slacker82 fan behind you there.
Oh,
I do appreciate the Pitbull sunglasses you got on there, Goose.
Yeah, you guys look good, man. Got the American flag. Goose has got the glasses on. Yeah. But how come Goose is so small and Maverick's so big?
Close your eyes.
The layout, the way it, for some reason, it doesn't. Yeah, it's just
Before
the
you guys were
layout.
half
I don't
and
know.
half.
The
I don't know.
people,
But it
Yeah.
it was chopping
It's
your
squeezing
forehead
you
off.
down.
So now now you're
yeah,
Okay.
I don't. Well, the radios that the military broadcast radio station that we're on, he set this up, and I got to get him to fix that because when there's more people, it chops us off for some reason. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I got to figure out what's going on here.
so is this the
Shannon, you still
platform
there?
you're going to continue on, or is this the platform you're going to use?
Well, we're on Spreaker. We're supposed to be, but for some reason, the audio was terrible, and there was such an echo, so I shut it down, and then it was fine. So I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
I'm
this
gonna have
is
to
nice
mess
and
with
clear. This one. Yeah, this one's.
Yeah, this is clear. This StreamYard is great. I mean, we're live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. We're broadcasting live on
Hey,
ours and
Mari,
military broadcast station.
Oh,
I'm
What?
cool.
trying. I'm trying to freaking chat, and I can't chat.
I know it's hard to chat
I
because
don't
you
know.
got to go to
You're
another
chatting
screen.
in the private chat room.
I know. I don't want to go on the private. I want to go on the other. They don't let me.
It says private chatments. There's different ones. Click on the comment one, and that's the main one for where everybody's at.
Yeah, I'm coming right now.
I don't see it.
Yeah, I see Mike, Cam, chat more, and leave.
Go to chat.
But
I don't
then
know
I'll
what you're
leave-
looking at. Your screen's probably different than.
Yeah, then I'll leave this. I'll leave you, and I won't be able to see you anymore if I do that, though. Then I can't. Then I couldn't get back. Yeah, I gotta.
How do you do it? It says there's a comment tab. He's using the same thing you guys are. And he said there's a comment tab like mine on the right hand side where it says comment, banners, brand, and private chat. You should see.
I don't
that,
see
Goose.
no banning. I only see chat and comments. That's it.
Let me see something. I don't know what we're going to do about the recorded show. But let's see if I can have a little banner at the bottom there. Somebody's chatting. Let me see who's chatting over here. Shannon says, I can't hear. Politically, he dropped off and now he's back again. Everybody, I guess we lost Bravo. What are you guys doing over there?
I think if you go to the chat, it like takes you out of the room, out of the studio.
Does it
or
really?
something. I think so.
okay.
Yeah,
Because that's what I keep
can't
doing.
I can't get back once I do that. Yeah.
I don't know why it does that. Because mine, the chat's right there on the side. I can see everything that everybody's saying. Like Shannon's texting and Ertz texting.
Mine just shows my icon, and then it just says you're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you.
Yeah, that's what mine says too.
But the just a heads up, the banner that you have around the screen and stuff like that for the show itself kind of obstructs a lot of the camera view.
I didn't create that for us. Somebody else did. I gotta get them to.
I can't see Goose. Goose is at the top and he's being blocked.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Let me see if you look. You can't see. How about that?
There you go.
I get cut off.
You're
cut my head off.
I don't understand that.
Scoot down like that, we can see you.
Yeah, just lay on the floor, Goose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
do it from the side.
You can't see my
Yeah,
Slacker82.
now we can see you, Maverick. If you do that, if you do that, we can see you.
Scoot down. Hey, everybody.
Goose, go down a little bit. Down a little bit.
I don't even know how do you add a avatar?
Hey,
Oh, there
Goose,
we
you
go.
see the little
Goose, you're going
ticker
too
at the
high.
bottom?
You're blocked. You're
Yeah, there we go.
Huh?
Go down.
You
Down
see
a little
our
more.
banner running across the bottom of the show?
You might have to scoot your chair down a little bit or something. There you go. Your forehead's still cut off, but
That's a lot. He's got a lot of forehead though.
Show you a picture, you know. Go ahead.
Hell no, I ain't got no cool ass fucking sunglasses on and shit, dude. That's some old motherfucker in a fucking bedroom. You don't want to see this.
What about now?
you're cut off. See, look at
Yeah,
Maverick,
cut off.
how he's scooting down. Yeah, you go right there.
Yeah, you gotta just change. Yeah, maybe we gotta move the camera here. I can't make the camera go any further.
There you go. You're
As
good,
far as
Maverick.
that.
You're good. Goose, you're good.
What about like this?
For this
Oh yeah,
show.
like that. Like that now?
But
Right, a little further down. Right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see you.
there you go. Now you're good. Yeah.
Oh, and he's got a good cigar there. Look at that.
Well, Bravo, this is my question because I don't want to waste the time that we got with you guys, expert and Trump lovers. What do you think is the direction that we should
Trumpophiles.
take?
Direction we should take. I think we should continue to fight. Fight. Never give up, man. They gotta keep fighting this election thing too. I don't care if you got to take it to a court and they shoot you down 500 times. You got to keep taking it there. Every level. You have to be relentless. Get it out to as many venues as you can to try to broadcast it to people, to let people know what's going on, educate them. I mean, most people don't even know it's not normal to shut down 5 elections and count for 5 days after that.
5 days, we're still counting. We're still counting.
Yeah, counting fake votes that they're saying they're getting from the post office.
I still say that
the post office is involved in this, and whoever else is involved.
I still say that the only way we can defeat this is to do exactly what they do, and just have a secret cabal of our own. That is, I told you this. That is basically, it's like a 5 to 10 year plan where somebody just pretends to be a stark raving lunatic liberal, but really they're secretly a conservative, and they just get propped up and get pushed into the Democrat spotlight, and they run for office, and then they just they get the Democrats to cheat for them and rig the election for them, and then when they get in office, they quickly change the election laws. And start governing as a Republican all of a sudden, and then switch parties.
We can be the Manchurian candidate against the
exactly.
Communists.
That's the only solution, honestly, if you think about it. Just do it. You have to do exactly what DeSantis did, which is you get them to cheat for you, because in like Pennsylvania, they're never going to elect you. They're going to cheat against you no matter what if you're a conservative Republican. So you run as a Democrat, pretend to be a liberal, and then when you get elected, boom, you change the election laws to protect against voter harvesting and stuff like that. And then you can stay, and then you have free elections again.
Well, that was the purpose of Carrie Lake. She was going to do that, and they knew that. You know?
And they cheated.
But why you guys are trying to cheat?
No. I'm not saying you be involved in cheating. I'm just saying if you get into the Democrat Party like that, they'll cheat for you no matter what. It's a given.
To them, they have an agenda to carry out worldwide. The United States is a small part, and they will do anything to get their own people in there. If that means cheating, that means stealing, that means killing, that means lying, that means anything, they'll do it.
I got a question for you too.
Hang on a second. Let me just say one thing real quick, Goose. And that's why it's so hard to prove that somebody cheated, is because you can be separated from the cheating itself, but you're sure that it's going on. Like these people in certain precincts in Philadelphia and in New York City and things like that, and Newark, they aren't necessarily telling Joe Biden they're cheating for him. They're kind of doing it on their own. It's kind of like a wink and a nod, kind of. Everybody knows to do it. They know their part. They know what to do. You know what I mean?
You don't think they know?
Yeah. They know, but there's no direct communication about it. There's no plan to do it. You know what I mean? So there's no evidence trail to go back to like Joe Biden. There's somebody that sets it all up for him. You know what I mean?
I mean, everybody knows that Philadelphia is a crooked, dirty place, man. I mean, it was that way when I was growing up.
Right.
I mean, they've always been that way. They've always been known as a bunch of freaking criminals over there. They use the unions and the union dues to do all their dastardly deeds.
Yeah, there's nobody that has to go to those guys in those precincts and say, hey, cheat for the Democrat candidate. They already know they're supposed to do that. It's already a given. You know what I mean?
They already have a plan. When they get into power, they get rewarded for that.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Ert asked, is taking the House going to help us? That we won the House and not the Senate. Is the House alone going to help?
Well, the nice thing is that the House has control of all these agencies like the EPA.
And we can do a lot of investigation.
We can go in there. We can cut funding for a lot of that shit. We can have so many they can appoint another special counsel. They can do it. There's a lot of shit they can do. But it won't. They can't really impeach Biden. I mean, they can impeach Biden, but they can't prosecute him. You know, because the Senate's going to shoot it down. But still, you know, it look at the damage that it did with only the wackos, because the wackos will believe anything they hear on the other side against Trump. But still, I mean, look at the damage it did. It just kind of fortified their belief that Trump is there's something wrong with him.
Well,
by all the things they did.
Any investigations will be fruitless, in my opinion, only because a lot of these entrenched swamp creatures in our government, they already know how to stonewall and slow walk documents. You have to sue them like 10 times. It'll take you more than 2 years to get any investigation done. I don't think that's why nothing ever came about of the Hillary stuff. They slow walk all these documents until new elections come around. They hold on to them for 2 years and they tie it up in legal tape, and you're never going to actually see it while you're in power.
Yeah, but I think it was either 20 or 30 people got indicted during the whole Trump investigation with Mueller. There was 20 or 30 indictments, and people went to jail. I mean, that can be done too on our side too, if we want to be nasty just like them. You know what I mean?
Well, that's if the FBI actually did their job and weren't corrupt, then yeah. But
are these guys still investigating?
They only investigate Republicans, honestly.
No, what about what's his name? I even forgot his name. What's his name now?
Durham.
What he's doing? Sleeping or counting votes?
That guy's about as big a limp dick as there is. Just
I think he gave up after.
Fucking
he gave up.
I don't even think he was genuinely trying to find anything. I think a lot of these guys, they make a show of stuff and they cover each other's ass on the backside.
His thing's still not over yet, so I don't know what the hell he's doing. Maybe he's going to retire in that position.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. They slow walk all this shit. And that Durham guy, he took 6 years to bring any charges. And he waits till the statute of limitations runs out, shit like that. It's just like they all cover each other's ass.
We need people like Jim Jordan will be running shit. So will, and then he'll be helped by Rand Paul and some of these guys. We got some pit bulls up there that can get some. This is information, hold public hearings so everyone can see all this shit. We got other news organizations now out there that we don't have to count on ABC, NBC, and CBS and and these guys anymore. We can get the information out.
You can't even count on Fox anymore. I mean,
we can't count on them anymore either.
Oh yeah, they're the number one enemy. Fox was laughing that the Democrats were taking the Senate.
Yeah. The only purpose for the investigations will be to get information out there. Instead of trickling it out there, let's turn on the damn faucet and wake more people up so we can do something about this shit.
But Bravo, how we gonna go about supporting Trump? How are we gonna get the party together now that it's kind of divided? I mean, I think Trump base is super strong, but we are getting divided, and we need to hurry up and fix this shit.
Well, I just tell people, do you want to go pull up, the New York Times and all these liberal newspapers and everything, and look at their headlines. If you want to sound like them and say the shit that they're saying about Trump, because they're saying all the same shit that I hear with the fight with DeSantis and everything, then you know what? You're no different than a liberal to me.
Yeah.
You're a fair weather patriot, and you're not here to really get the job done. You know what I mean?
Hey, do you really think that the American people are tired of this freaking election and they're gonna
lost you, Goose?
You froze there, buddy.
One lie that I'm seeing a lot now, Bravo, is there's a lie going around that the Democrats can't wait to run against Trump. If that was the case, they would not be doing all this shit they can to try and prevent him from running. They would be encouraging him to run.
Don't you think we want to have revenge?
Hell yeah.
Now think about it. Who do you want to run?
Can you
Somebody that the whole establishment, the
Yeah.
rhinos hate him, the Democrats hate him, the media hates him, Hollywood hates him.
Yeah.
I mean, the sports people hate him. Everybody hates Trump. Wouldn't you want somebody in there like that instead of everyone loves DeSantis? The liberals love DeSantis. The media loves DeSantis. To me, that's a red flag. You know, I mean, that's not something that you want to be, going on the same side of. I don't think.
And when you
That's not to
say
that I think DeSantis is developing into something. I know when he first got elected, he didn't have the balls because Maverick and I used to talk about this shit, and he wasn't doing anything in the beginning.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, he started growing a set of
Right.
balls and started doing shit. Now he is starting to
Yeah.
come around, and he's gotten a lot better. He's no fucking Trump though. Trump's got some balls to him. I mean, he's got some big brass balls.
Oh,
Nobody can go against this many the whole establishment like he can. Everyone else bends and cries and whines and collapses. Trump just keeps getting stronger. He doesn't give a shit.
And when you say
like that.
all these people, the establishment, all those people hate Trump, what you're really saying, Bravo, is all those people hate us.
Yes.
And Trump is
and
us.
Trump said that to us before. He goes, they're not coming after me. They're coming after you. They just have to go through me first.
Right. And that's what it boils down to.
Yes.
And when we send Trump there, we're sending ourselves there. And that's why they hate it so much.
Right.
Because he does care.
Because you know what the media is showing now? It's showing pictures of the Midwest. People with Trump banners on their houses and stuff. And they're saying, still, flyover country still really is hardcore support for Trump. But everyone else is really starting to fall away. It's all bullshit. They lied about everything. They lied about the Russia thing. They lied about the Ukraine thing. They've lied about the China thing. Why do we even listen to them? Why do we believe a word that they fucking say? Every word that comes out of their mouth is a liar, a slanting of the truth.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. I got you, Goose.
All right.
Huh?
We got you. You back, Goose?
Um,
He froze.
Goose, man, you're connected pretty bad. What's going on, man? Got to get your Xfinity in order there, buddy.
You got to get rid of that Walmart Wi-Fi and get something a little bit better.
Who are you talking to?
He's looking at you.
You talking to me, Bravo?
You got Wi-Fi from Walmart?
No, I took him
he
out
said
of
you got
Wi-Fi
Wi-Fi from Walmart.
Now I'm straight Verizon.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
no, I was gonna ask you guys a big
Hey, beautiful.
You think the American people really do want a revenge? I mean, I think they do. I mean, these people stole 2 elections already.
Listen to me. Not only did they steal 2 elections, Goose, they have murdered literally millions of people. I'm in the pharmaceutical industry. We never let a vaccine kill more than about 75 people in all the time the FDA since the 1900s started. But we've let this thing come out and maim and kill millions worldwide. And they're still saying you got to give it to your kids. And now they're going to put it with the flu shot. They're killing people. And they just said that Comirnaty will never get full approval by the FDA. It only got its license approved. It'll never be fully approved. And they keep extending the emergency use for the other shit that they have, because you know why? They don't have to tell you. They don't, as long as it's still emergency use, they don't have to disclose what they're putting into it. And you got to remember, when it's emergency use, the American public are the guinea pigs. They are the experiment, and they're allowed to do it. They're given a lot of power to do shit. They can make batches that are super strong. They can make batches that are super weak. They can make batches and put other shit in there that they want to experiment with. And they don't have to tell you when they're giving it to you. People need to wake up, man. This is the biggest mass genocide that's ever been pulled on the history of the world.
Mary, you think they keep? I mean, I haven't heard they're talking about the vaccine anymore that often. I mean, what do you think is going on, Bravo? And Mary, what do you think?
Well, I think they're distracting us with other things, is what I think. I mean, before the vaccine and the issues were forefront, but then they start throwing other things out there. What I mean, look, when Russia went into Ukraine, what happened? COVID disappeared.
Yeah.
You don't hear anything about COVID anymore.
Well,
What
you
about
know,
that missile that hit Poland from Russia?
Biden just he extended the emergency use, and I just read when I got home from work that the Senate just revoked it, just rejected it, and said they're not going to. They rejected Biden's emergency use order or his emergency. What was it called? The COVID emergency thing that he extended until like January or February or April or something like that. Well, the Senate just came out just either tonight or sometime today and just said no. So that's a positive sign. I mean, he was still trying to extend that emergency, the COVID emergency. Why? I mean, how many pictures have you seen of teachers? And the teachers are sitting there without a damn mask, and all the poor little kids got masks on them. They're breathing their own carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
I mean, Bravo, that's why it's so hard to believe that we still have people voting in favor of these freaking idiots.
Right. That's why we know they're stealing it, because the American public aren't that stupid.
No.
I don't think so. Like I said, Trump, no one like politically correct, or what is it? Is that what it goes by? Politically correct there?
Yeah.
He even said it here. Before Trump, Trump had the most votes ever gotten. And then he was like at 61 million when he won 2016. He got 74 million the second time. He had the most ever. And then Biden gets 81 million when he sat down in the basement.
Bravo, why he got attacked DeSantis? That's my question. Why?
I don't know.
Democrats.
I have no intelligence. No one's telling me anything. My personal opinion, just looking at all the data, reading all the stuff, to me, this is all optics. I think they like each other. I think this is all for the whole press thing and everything. He's trying to find out who his real allies are and who is not. Remember, Trump said that. He said it a couple times. He said, I would like to lose everything and see who's for me and really who's against me. And I think he's weeding all this shit out. Look at all these people that said that they were for him now, and they're jumping off of his bandwagon and going on DeSantis's and everything. I think this is showing the true colors of people.
Okay.
And
So
Trump's all about that. He's very loyal to people that are loyal to him.
You think this is really more like strategy?
I think so. Yeah.
I
think he really likes DeSantis. He helped DeSantis. DeSantis was struggling. Trump's got, jumped on his side and helped him out in the beginning. I think he likes DeSantis, and I think DeSantis knows more than he's saying he knows, because that's why he grew a set of balls and he went crazy and straightened out Florida.
Well, in the beginning,
Florida to me is the poster child of the way it needs to be fixed. And Carrie Lake would have done that with Arizona if she would have won.
Married. In the beginning, you didn't like DeSantis, remember?
No, I freely admit that. I didn't. I thought he was too weak. Yeah, we both
didn't. We thought he was weak. Yeah.
But
I love him.
Yeah.
Me too. I mean, I love him too. I mean, he grew a big set of balls, and he's going after, So
I'm happy with him.
But to me, still, he's no Trump.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be. I mean, he's distinguished himself as himself. You know what I mean? He's not trying to be Trump. He's not trying to be somebody else. He's being himself. I mean, and that's what you need to be. Huh?
He's staying quiet, but
he's not firing anything back or anything. Yeah.
Yesterday,
and I think he should. I think he should stay quiet. I don't think he should get into that back and forth crap.
No, and I think that's the point. I think there was something, they met and something was said, and Trump said, "Hey, I'm going to be firing some shit at you. This is, what it's for." And he said, "Okay, I'll do it." I think I think this is all just to get the press into an uproar and to try to cause this division, so we can really see who's on whose side and who's who's fake.
Yeah, but don't you think it could backfire on him?
I don't know. Trump, they don't give Trump enough credit, man. The dude's brilliant. I mean, he really is pretty smart. And I think the people he has around him are smart. So,
well, he got pretty high IQ. That's one thing. But
he does. He has one of the highest IQs of any president.
But he had a lot of
high IQ doesn't always mean you're smart.
No, but he's common sense smart. Trump is,
No, I agree. I agree.
And he's a legitimate people lover. I don't really, DeSantis, as well as he's doing, I don't really look at him and say, man, he just loves people and he just wants to, he loves America and he just wants to do everything, But I look at Trump and I can see that in him, that he just got a fire for America and nobody's going to ram something up his ass without him.
Well, and
coming back with a vengeance and kicking the shit out of him. No matter how long it takes.
I honestly believe that
he,
I believe what he's doing, the reason he does it is before the love of country. I don't doubt that for a second. I think, you have to. Personally, for me, he's going to be, by the time he leaves office, if he gets elected, the time he leaves, he's going to be 82 years old. I don't know why anybody, not just him, I don't know why anybody that age, that old, president. Why would you want to put yourself through all that bullshit? Unless of course, it's for love of country and you don't give a shit about yourself. You're
right when you could be playing golf all the time. Yeah, you could be playing golf and doing your own thing. Yeah, he definitely loves the country and he sees that there's a problem and we are going to lose it. He did save us from Hillary and Podesta, what they had planned. The second half of the 16-year plan, the 8 years of Hillary was done. 8 years of Obama was done, and Hillary was going to finish it up. And we were going to be in bad shape, man. We were going to be in really bad shape.
How you think empty suit, big guy, let's go, Brandon. How this is, where are we going to be from now to next year? How you think our country is heading to dark times, very difficult time for our country? Do you see that?
Sorry.
Bravo.
Or Bravo. Bravo. He's there, but
sorry.
Bravo,
I think until we get someone at the helm to be able to run. You saw Trump did it in 2 years. He turned us around. Obama had us where everybody was scrounging, especially out in, West Virginia and out in the Midwest and everything like that. He turned it around in 2 years, man. While he's being attacked, he's being stabbed in the back. He had shields on his back. He's being stabbed in the back, stabbed in the front, everything. And he was still able to do all that shit. Imagine if he was if he had unrestricted with no problems and he was able to just to go do what he wanted to do. I think that's the way it'll be this time.
Mary, what about you? What do you think? Where are we going to be? That's the country.
Where are we going to be? Without Trump or with?
We don't have Trump now. We got Biden another 2 years with the Senate.
With the Senate. I think we're in trouble right now. I don't think we're gonna. I think we're gonna be in for. Look, you already see the gas prices rising.
Yes.
That was all a ploy. For me, I think them throw. Now, I think they intentionally released all that oil for a reason. I don't think it was to help the country. I think.
Well, now it's like in Florida, it's like $3.74.
Yeah, it was, but before the election, you noticed it was low. I was paying below $3. for my guess at
Like 3
BJ's.
weeks ago was 303, something like that, 304.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the food prices,
But
the food is worse.
And then they're trying to blame.
That's what worries me. Is that,
well, the nice
whether or
thing
not
is
there's
that
going to be
no legislation will go through. No legislation. He'll have to rule by decree. He'll have
right.
to
He'll
do his
just
executive
throw
orders.
executive orders like Obama did.
Yeah,
That's
because
the
we got to
scary
split.
part. I mean, because you can't stop him. When he does that, you can't stop these executives.
And they're not going to be able to try
who
to
knows?
drag Trump through other impeachments and all that shit now because we hold the House and everything. So if anything, we can drag them through shit, for what it's worth. But yeah, I mean, it's just a split.
We still got to see what's
Congress.
going to happen with. We still need to see what's going on with all this shit that they got thrown at Trump. All these investigations.
There's a lot of
between.
shit.
There's a lot of shit going on with him. I mean, now granted, he could go to jail and still win the election, and still, then the White House would be the jailhouse would be the White House, I guess.
Well, the DOJ came out with a policy that you can't. Once somebody announces they're going to run, you can't arrest them anymore because there's no precedence for it. There's no precedence for it, and the fact that they say
either.
Huh? What's that?
There's nothing saying they can't do it. I was reading something today on that exact subject.
Yeah, they'd have
and
to
they
go
said.
Go ahead.
I mean, it doesn't mean they can't do it.
Right.
And I think, and then there's speculation. That's why Trump decided to announce now to try to those things. But they said it can't be avoided. I mean, he can slow them down, but I mean, the bottom line is the DOJ can still indict them.
Right, but before they were saying they could never do that when it was a Democrat. So they would have to go against all their precedents that they've said in the past that they didn't do it, which again would be thrown in their face and showed what they do it. But they might still try to do that again. You know what I mean? But
he's not only got
because
that one,
it's looked at as they're interfering in an election. They're partisan and they're interfering in an election.
But he's not. He's not he didn't win the primary yet, so they can't. I mean, you know what I mean? He's not the only one running. If it was the primary already and he was the main candidate, then I think they could probably use that and say, that they're trying to do it for political reasons. But right now, he's not the main candidate. I mean, there's others.
Yeah.
I mean, he just happened to be the one to announce first. But I mean,
he's still saying that 2020 was stolen. He's still saying 2020 was stolen from him and everything, which in their eyes, you're being an election denier. So he's like taunting them. To me, it seems like that he's taunting them to go ahead and try to arrest me, see what happens. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe that's the plan. Maybe they want that to happen because that'll talk about rallying people around at that point. That's really going to rally people.
What do you think, Goose?
Well, my main concern is that I want to make sure we stick together. Trump needs to somehow gather the team together. He's the leader. So he needs to stop batching DeSantis, because DeSantis, I think, is on his side. So now you get a Paul Ryan and Mitch McConnell. I don't care about those people. He can go ahead and say whatever he want to say. But with people like DeSantis and Abbott from Texas, and even Kemp, I mean, he needs to protect those people because they're doing good and their state like them. I mean, Kemp won by 8%. Abbott won by 4 or 5, maybe more. And DeSantis by 20%. So you got some good governors that are winning with a good reputation. So he needs to kind of work with them to bring the country together. Even with junkies from Virginia,
which he won last year. I mean, he's doing a great job, and he was trying to hit on him too. He don't need to do that stuff. I think he's the leader, and he should bring the party together, not divide it. That's what I'm thinking about it. I don't mean that I don't want to support him. I mean, if DeSantis wrong, most likely I will support DeSantis. But at the end, if Trump is the nominee from the Democratic Republican Party, then I will go for Trump. Of course, I don't want to vote for Democrats.
He only applies a few bars.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, Goose. I mean, Trump is my first choice, and he's my only choice unless he decides he's not going to do it. Then, if DeSantis stepped in the ring, of course I would support DeSantis. Yeah, because he's the next best thing out there that I see.
Yeah.
So,
But you see already the piranhas like Paul Ryan coming out on TV and Fox News talking shit when the last 4 years, where he been? He left the Senate after 2 years after he did all the freaking damage to Trump. Now he's coming back to the political theater. Why? What's behind everything? Why he want to come back like that?
right. Because, yeah, those guys are no good at all.
They're not, and I think they're working for the Democrats. I think they do. So we got to be careful. We got to protect our party, and work with the governors and trying to do our best to come together. Pence is another hater. Pence is talking out of smart too. That's what I think.
Yeah, Pence they just interviewed today.
But you guys got to get prepared, and I think everybody got to get prepared, and we got to pray. We got to pray for our country. We are in some serious trouble, and
only listen.
And we don't pray. I mean, I think God is the solution to help our country.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I mean, he's in control, so it doesn't matter Democrat, Republican, or anything else, Trump or anybody else.
Right.
Bravo,
And
you
also,
see any
there's
prophecies?
going to be a God element to this too. I think.
Yeah.
Got to keep praying as Christians. Stop worrying so much about shit all the time, and spend more time with the Lord, and let Him fight some of these battles. And we don't have to be all stressed out trying to fight them ourselves.
Yeah,
That's true.
Well, we're almost out of time there. We're almost at our 2-hour mark already.
Oh, we are. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out how to test and make comments. I mean, it don't allow me to make comments. Maybe we're gonna have to somehow get together before the next show.
That's what I mean. You're gonna have to come to the studio here so I can see what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we'll get it. We'll get it worked out. I mean, this is work in progress.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's the first night. It's the first night. What are you going to do about a show, though? How are you going to people that upload our show?
Well, I'll take it from YouTube and I'll send it to Spreaker, and then it'll go out from there. It'll go out to all the things. It didn't record the Spreaker. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, the audio was terrible, so I had to shut it down because there was a huge echo and everything.
So we definitely out of Podbean.
Yeah, we're out of Pod. Yep. Yeah, we're on our own there, Goosey. I mean,
that's good.
We don't need those other ones. We can go on our own and do it the way we're doing it now.
Yeah.
Just like we're I mean, I just got to get everybody to know where we are. I mean, there's so many places now that you can find us and live and watch. YouTube's probably the best one because YouTube's got the chat room right there and stuff, and then the chat room just comes right to where we are. I just got to figure out how come you can't see it, Goose.
Yeah, so I mean, for today's show, I want to apologize to the audience that we was the first time we tried this, so I hope next time we don't do make the same mistake and we get our show
Yeah,
moving faster.
we'll get it ironed out. But let me see. Can you guys hear this music? Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure, probably.
If you don't close the door, you're not going to get in.
All right. Well, I guess we're because I got to end it for the radio stations at 2-hour mark. So I want to thank everybody at 105.7 The Phase, Patriot Radio, award-winning Paisley Radio, Earth Radio, FCM Live, The Hit Network, WSN Epic Strategy Network, FTM Radio, J Parker Radio 90.1 The Beat, Real Wise Radio, MBR, Military Broadcast Radio, and our newest station, UG Media in the UK. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Sorry to people on Spreaker, you didn't get to hear the show, but I will post the recorded show. And Shannon, thank you, and everybody else that was in the other chat room on Spreaker. I apologize again because we couldn't get to you guys, but we'll figure it out. We'll get it fixed. Bravo, thank you.
Good seeing you guys.
Work. Let's see here. All right, let me see if this song works for us.
We got the house.
Straight white male, hate myself. Mad that my skin so pale, got white privilege so I cannot fail. The world told me I'm evil still. I break the law, but I escaped the jail. My diet only mayonnaise and kale. I went to school and I pay my taxes. I used to grammar, I'm bad as hell. I'm not a Nazi. I like black people, black Jesus, black Santa, black coffee. I'm not a racist. I like Hispanics and Negroes and Natives and Asians. Black power says I'm the problem. Girl power says I'm the issue. Gay rights think I'm trying to stop them. I'll let y'all trip and I'll get you some tissues. Y'all live in millionaires. I'm not the one setting fire to your villages. I'm not the man that is raping and pillaging. I do not care if the neighbors are immigrants. Maybe all whites look the same and you think that I'm somebody else. So it's cool. Honestly, I think that everyone looks alike if they aren't white, and I'm sorry, it's true. Straight white man. I have it all. I'm the one that you love to hate. Straight white man. Police pull me over. I LOL in their face. Straight white man. Yes, I'm to blame for the life that you can't escape. Straight white man. It's so easy to be me. I'm feeling great. Straight white male, I'm so frail. Mama gotta pay my bail. Shotguns and meth are both on sale. I'ma need to treat myself. I only listen to country music. I only marry my second cousins. I only cry when my team is losing. I blame everything on the blacks and the Muslims. Y'all blame me for building the system. Y'all blame me for wages we're paying the women. Y'all blame me for rights that gay people aren't giving. You blame me for talking when I should just listen. You blame me the same, the praise that we winning, and hate me for slavery. And lately I'm tripping that daily you shame me for having opinions on race in our country and everything in it. Fine, y'all don't gotta be my friends. Y'all don't gotta like white men. Y'all don't gotta hold my hand. Y'all don't gotta have my back. Y'all don't gotta see my side. Y'all don't gotta be down to ride. Y'all don't gotta do anything but ghost. And I'ma do me even when it's the most. Yeah. Straight white man. I have it all. I'm the one that you love to hate. Straight white man. Police pull me over. I LOL in their face. Straight white man. Yes, I'm to blame for the life that you can't escape. Straight white man. It's so easy to be me. I'm feeling great. Man, you're so mean. You're so racist. You're ugly. You're so basic. You said that something, N-word, retard, Satan. I can't believe the bullshit song lyrics that you're okay with. Kill yourself while live on Facebook. I want the notification. I don't care. Y'all ain't right. I'll be praying that you die. I'll be doing my own thing. I hope you're happy with your life. You're a Nazi. You're a moron. You're a huge waste of my time. I'm just straight and white and male. I'm not the worst. I'm just a guy. Straight white man. I have it all. I'm the one that you love to hate. Straight white man. Police pull me over. I LOL in their face. Straight white man. Yes, I'm to blame for the life that you can't escape. Straight white man. It's so easy to be me. I'm feeling great.